I'm Nana Farika. The time has come for the lioness to tell her story from her viewpoint and tell the world who Queen Omega is. This is the lion's voice.
Making sure that she loves to exercise, she invests in her eating, you know what I mean, how she move. Why? Because she's also, again, the mother of your children potentially. She is going to be the one cooking the meals in a lot of situations. So if she's not making healthy meals, you know, for many of us, ITAL is the standard. If she's not ITAL, that's going to mean that your children going to get this levity. So you have to keep that in mind.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. King of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. I like himself. Where's rightful ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hail them high, hail the black king, born the 23rd of July. So tell them guy, who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time, them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill. The lion will come conquer Judah tribe.
Who?
Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come if you tell them in a Toronto, straight at East.
And so today's episode, we are going to talk about 5 things for brethren to look for in their queen, because you have to have a good queen. And one of the greatest things that we can do for our Rastafari sistren is to be powerful, supportive kings to the queens. So part of that is making sure that you select the right queen, and a lot of us get into problems because we do not select the right queen. So today we're going to talk about that selection process. And remember, over here at the Lion Voice, we're cultivating the Rastafari man to lead a prosperous Rastafari future. That is one of our taglines over here. And that means selecting a queen that's going to complement you, to be a helpmate on the accomplishment of your purpose. Because over here we say purpose over pum pum. Over here we say that brethren have to determine their purpose before they find a queen. The order is to identify your relationship with the Almighty. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Almighty and all his righteousness, and all things shall be added. So the foundation is always that foundation, that rock, spiritual center. You seek the Almighty. Once you seek the Almighty, how do I serve the Almighty in a way that uses my unique talents and gifts? So the Almighty has blessed each of us with unique talents and gifts. The key is to identify those talents and gifts and find out how you serve the Almighty. Once you have identified, you're on your path to purpose, now you can begin vetting your helpmate, because you're going to need assistance to carry out that divine work. So in the vetting of your helpmate, I'm going to give you 5 things to look for. And remember, I have some qualification. I've been with my queen over 20 years, continuous without interruption. I've known my queen since high school. We had a brief separation, but from 96, I know my queen, and I deal with diamond queen. So I have qualifications. I know what it takes to be in a long-term relationship, and the queen is still here. We're still blossoming. We're just getting started. Everything nice. So this is why I feel incumbent to share that history. My parents are also together. They just celebrated their 52nd anniversary. Big up Paul Clark, my father, a general who has set an example that, you know, is a great example for a young man like myself to follow. Not so young again, but you know what I mean. And I'm be training my son in the same thing. So 5 things that you should look for in a queen. We're gonna get through it very quickly. All right, so housekeeping is out of the way. Let's talk about the 5 things to look for in a queen. Number 1, she has to love the Almighty Creator. If she is not obedient to the Most High, if she is not seeking that in her life to subject herself to some order and some principle divinely, how is she going to listen to the I, my brethren? This is a recipe for disrespect if you find someone who don't have that balance within them. So first thing, just like for yourself, we say seek ye first the kingdom of the Almighty and all things shall be added. Same so it go when you're choosing a queen. Make sure that she love the Almighty, and not because you say she must love the Almighty and she are try to impress the eye within that moment there. But make sure that she does these things for her own trad, her own levity. That's important. And you will identify these sisters along your trad. We don't chase women, and we'll get to that later. So is along the path that you will encounter these sisters, and as you observe them, make sure say number 1, she loved the Almighty, crucial. And then we can work from there. Number 2, make sure that she is willing to cooperate with your purpose. You want a woman with a cooperative irate. That means she's not trying to give you opposition. Everything you say is foolishness. You say make a left, she say make a right. You say go up, she say go down. If you're in this back and forth and it's difficult to just even convince her that your way is correct, that means she don't really trust your guidance, your leadership. And that is not your queen. It might be an Isla queen and you have chemistry on every other level. But if there's not that cooperation toward your purpose, meaning that she sees your mission and she is excited and motivated to help the eye to reach that destination, it might be a great sister. And this is where we get caught up, because sometimes we'll connect and there's great sister, but she dep on her own thing, me dep on my thing, but we just laugh and we get good vibes and end up dugo youth meet is born, and then everything mash up because she was never really on the eye purpose. The eye was never really checking what her purpose was, so it become a clash. So make sure she's cooperative, irate in general, because you want a cooperative sister, and then make sure she's cooperative to your purpose. That's number 2. Number 3, make sure she have skills and competence. I do not recommend that you wife a girl if she too highty flighty, up in the clouds. She don't get things finished. She don't have focus. Might be a sister again, but if she hasn't demonstrated a level of skill and competence, then that means she's not a wife material. Why? She's the mother of your children. So that indecisiveness, that up in the clouds, that not finished, all of that going transfer to the caretakers of your children when decisions have to be made. All of these things, you give yourself extra work. You're with someone who doesn't have the ability to execute on things, to organize. Most of the time, brethren, we need that strength ourselves, someone to make sure we're following through, someone to keep us in line. So if the sister is not bringing that to the table, that can be a major problem. So skills and competence crucial, because ultimately she's a helpmate and should be there to help you to accomplish your divine purpose. If she doesn't have the skills and the competence, that's going to be very difficult. So you have to make these hard decisions. Number 4, this woman should be fit and feminine. And when we say fit and feminine, healthy body, making sure that she loves to exercise, she invests in her eating, how she move. Why? Because she's also, again, the mother of your children, potentially. She is going to be the one cooking the meals in a lot of situations. So if she's not making healthy meals, for many of us, ital is the standard. If she's not ital, that's going to mean that your children going to get this levity. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, people can look at Empress Menen and say Empress Menen was heavy set. Fitness doesn't have to be a factor. And we have a lot of sisters who are heavy set. But let us also be clear that Empress Menen had health challenges. If we look at the royal princesses, we notice that all of them were fit and feminine. Now, despite Empress Menen health challenges, if you were trying to rank her femininity, you couldn't find a chart where have enough ratings. Empress Menen exuded feminine essence, you know what I mean? That nurturing, that strength. And in the West, remember that they try to make femininity synonymous with weak. And that is furthest from the truth. We know as African, feminine women are powerful women. Femininity is the power of the earth, you know what I mean? The balance to the masculine, you know what I mean? So you need a feminine woman in all things, you know what I mean? That means, again, goes with the cooperation, the receiving, the nurturing. A feminine woman can take anything and grow it and multiply it, because that is the nature of woman. That is the nature of Mother Earth.
Well, Haile Selassie the first of the Almighty. And this is the Dejazmatch Kwasi. And the mission, that's the restoration of the black family. Yeah. Who ja bless me, say no one curse. Black woman, it's time to merge. Black redemption, we're on the verge. Well, I don't care what you heard. Haile Selassie first, him no second or third. Cause even when their lines are blurred, the eyes stand straight, no bend, no curve. And him give you the love you deserve. Him don't come fi dominate, him come fi serve. Showed us the way home, I live his words. But I can't do it alone, so black woman, let's merge. High tall, sip and herbs, we merge. Massage, we calm her nerves, we merge. Together all demon purge, we merge. Another family emerge, we merge. We spoke and no speech was slurred, we merge. We agreed that Babylon's absurd, we merge. We had pain, now we feel cured, we merge. Hail the king, now she conquered. Well, I don't care what you heard. Haile Selassie first, him no second or third. Cause even when their lines are blurred, the eyes stand straight, no bend, no curve. And him give you the love you deserve. Him don't come fi dominate, him come fi serve. Showed us the way home, I live his words. But I can't do it alone, so black woman, let's merge. We met, something was stirred, we merge. Can't forget things that occurred, we merge. Take plane and start fly like bird, we merge. Friends and family observe, we merge. Them a spend while we conserve, we merge. From our goals we were not deterred, we merge. Till our energy transferred, we merge. Now our memories converge.